And well, good afternoon or good morning, and welcome to MRBC League. With me tonight is my friend, the good friend Daidachi.
Yo.
How are you, my friend?
They know. A bit of something different. Instead of casting the EU, I'll cast AP for today.
That's good. And of course, I am, just call me Ash, although most people out there should already know kind of who I am. Infamous or not, I don't know. We have, who do we have tonight's teams? We have Clan Crossfire versus Bears Brawlers. We are on Season 10 and on Week 3 drops. That sees Viridian Bog, and what else do we have? Viridian Bog, Mining Collective, HPG, Kenya Network, and then Grim Plexus. Just getting some lobby invites set out. Yeah, we have 5 minute stream delay, so it will catch up. In 5. Right, so lobbies are just getting ready, getting set up. What do you think we're going to... well, give us a bit of rundown. How's EU been going, mate? You're doing a bit of casting there. What's sort of been happening? What have you sort of been seeing? I've been doing a little bit of US and AP stuff.
EU's been a bit of a revelation this season, actually, because we haven't really seen a whole lot of EU outside of Eon for World Champs, really, as far as live cast games go. And I've, to be honest, been surprised by the quality. We saw Eon last week mount a comeback after losing 3-2 to Phoenix Legion, which was a bit of an unexpected result. And they went 4-1 against Russian Jade Falcon, who apparently caught Eon on a bad day when they were angry.
And that sometimes happens.
Other than that, first Jaguar Guards lost 3-2 to Phoenix Legion, so Phoenix Legion are very much a surprise package this season, having bought a few Antares Scorpions pilots into their rank.
Yeah, I was sort of looking at it. I wasn't sure where PHL were going to fit into the mix in there, but obviously they're doing quite well, so can't complain about that.
Yeah, I mean, Jaguar Guards were looking forward to being able to show viewers that that result against PHL was a one-off.
Yep.
Doesn't reflect them accurately, but unfortunately Black Spikes had to forfeit last night due to not being able to fill enough players. I don't know if it's due to Russian internet being what it is right now.
Ooh. Yeah, I've been hearing there's a few problems over that corner of the world with people dropping, connecting. We had playing some Macquarie last night. People were coming and going quite a bit, actually. So, yeah, it's must be something going on over there.
I got a lobby invite from TK87.
Yep, that would be it. That would be it. Now, match 1. Where are we? Match 1 is Viridian Bog. The good old Bog. So we got it's domination. So the first drop is always domination. Again, mediums and lights. So 4 and 4 of each. Max max one of any chassis, and you're allowed a duplicate. So someone was asking the other day, can you bring like an Arctic Cheetah A and a B? Yes, you can. It does not count as a duplicate because the CT is different. Not that it matters a hell of a lot, but sometimes you get different CT quirks and all that sort of stuff. So no lock-on weapons. Well, it says lock-on weapons there. I don't know why they're all saying no lock-on weapons. I have updated that about 10 times, but it keeps doing it. So yes, there's no lock-on weapons, so no streaks and all that sort of funny business to take out like mechs or anything like that. And you get a bonus rep points if you kill 5 enemy mechs or more. So, as we've seen in previous games, you may well lose the game, but you can almost pick up just as much rep points or more if you kill more mechs than the other guys. So there's like a cap win on Conquest, and the other team can only kill 4 of you guys in a win. You can end up coming out in front. So it's always...
case in point on that was week 1 for EU,
yep.
Eon versus PHL. PHL won 3-2, but they were only 100 rep points ahead of Eon at the end of the day. So it's all about minimising your losses and maximising your wins.
Yep, no, it's had the same thing, Eisen D5 on Alpine that was casting last week, similar thing. It's managed, what was it, I think D5 had got all the mechs, but Eisen still had 2 or 3 mechs alive and still won on caps. But yeah, again, D5's rep points were significant, having killed all the mechs. Sorry, Eisen had no mechs alive, they had 3 or 4, but they still end up winning on the caps. So, yeah, interesting how it works sometimes.
Well, the thing is, end of a season, it's rep points that determine the winners, not necessarily wins or losses. Your wins and losses are only used as a tiebreaker if 2 teams are tied on rep. So, yes, it's important to get those wins, but going for reputation points and those bonus conditions is what will really put you in front of your competition.
Right, so we're just waiting for, looks like Bears Brawlers to appear in the lobby. Flick over to the map strat. What do you reckon we're going to see here tonight, mate?
I'll just look at the map strat myself. So, for Team 2 side, they're not going to push straight into Echo 6 because, well, that's open territory, it's not in the Conquest Circle. I think instead what you'll see is a Bravo Charlie spawn from both, push through to D6 and fight around that area between the 2 peaks. For the Team 1 side, they'll probably hook around, wide around, and actually aim to have a fight around here where they can only be shot from one ridge. You might see Team 2 try and play something smart and have one Overwatch mech on top, but I don't know, Bears have a tendency to just do whatever they want without a lot of forethought sometimes, and sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes that unpredictability can quite actually pull off a win. Do something a little bit unexpected and catch the enemy out. I mean, everyone assumes what they think is going to happen, and okay, so this is what's going to happen, this maybe the loadouts are going to be bringing, and then it's like, surprise! And you're like, shit, okay, what do I do now? What do you do about it? So, unpredictability can actually be a good weapon. Especially on drop 1 too. You can do some pretty crazy pushes. Everyone's moving generally pretty quickly, and if you don't react quick enough, you can definitely be caught out very, very quickly.
Well, to be honest, I'll be shocked if Bears Brawlers don't bring an urban mech because they love that mech.
Oh, it's their, as you can see from their little logo, I'll just flick back to that. Their logo is an urban mech, so there's definitely some Urby love flavour going on in that team, so which is good. I don't mind the urban mech, to be honest. Good fun little mech. Although the jump jet animation with single jump jet needs to be fixed. That stuff is very, very not okay. But nonetheless, fun, tanky little trash can. Although the street cleaner got nerfed. Well, I suppose not nerfed, but yeah, well, not nerfed, but just that extra laser points moved. So a bit of a nerf in there. I mean, they should have just given it the 4 medium pulse. Why not? Or the 4th energy point, I should say.
Look, I think with drop 1, you can't really overthink it too much because at the end of the day, everyone knows what it is. It's a brawl. Whether both teams hang back a bit and try and just throw strikes out to start with before they do a push, especially with these lower div matches, you wind up seeing the focus fire on the first mech being alright, but it's who can focus better on the second or subsequent mechs that really decides who can win.
Yep, definitely. Not the first mech to die is generally a dictator of whether the drop is going to be won. You can get 2 easy early kills, but if the other team somehow can pull it back and focus, you can very much flip that coin quite quickly, getting out of position, a lucky back shot or something as well. All it takes is one volley of SRMs or a decent laser burn to a back, and one light mech is not going to last a hell of a lot of time.
The big decider, if you look at the map strat, is that usually one team will push through and basically push into the opposing force. Some of the mechs will come around, and while that first mech on that push dies, the second or subsequent mech may just stall and just stay still to fire while the enemy force is actually wrapping around them.
Yeah, well, that's it.
That's what I've seen as being one of the big deciders with static movement and not moving as a blob. Like the murder ball has to be done on this drop.
Definitely. if you're not murder balling, well, you're kind of being murdered, I guess, in some ways. But it is going to be interesting whether they do come through, and who's going to be the aggressor and who's not, I guess. And we'll find out very shortly, as the 256 guys have appeared into the lobby, which is good. So we might be off and running soon.
We're just waiting on CXF to get one more pilot. Also, Criven is correct. It is one chassis. So you can bring 2 Arctic Cheetahs, but that's your duplicate, even if they're different types.
Well, there you go. Alright. Just getting these guys sorted. Well, got a couple of minutes while these guys sort their business out. Yes, what else can we talk about this morning? BattleTech. Have you been playing it? Not that I really want to talk too much about that on a totally different stream, but I've been playing it and having quite a bit of fun. It's definitely the talk of the community at the moment.
I think it's been a blast. It's definitely been something different. Apparently both teams are going to be playing, or are talking about playing with 7 each tonight.
Okay, interesting.
Instead of 8s. Well, the interesting part of that is that each mech, or each side counts as having a mech destroyed from the get-go.
Interesting choices here. Interesting choice. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with this. I don't know. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't have to, if I was them, but I mean, whether this is a sportsmanship thing or not, I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out in a minute. Tonight's giveaways as well, just for those interested, we have some 24-hour premium time, Mech Bay and 1000 MC to give away. We'll do the 24-hour premium time after probably drop 2, Mech Bay after drop 4, and we'll do a little quick interview, and then we'll do the 1000 MC right towards the end. So, yeah. Got to be in it to win it, got to be active in the chat. We might come up with something a little special for people to say or to type into the chat later, maybe. We'll get creative. Maybe we won't. Maybe super boring and unoriginal. So, we'll see how we go. These guys are trying to find a 7th person. Let's hope they get on with this soon, because it's starting to drag on a little bit. This is why you get your shit organised before you play, guys. It's not that hard. Get your stuff organised, sort your stuff out. Oh, I can't be bothered. Okay, they're getting one more to log in. Righto. Shouldn't be too long now. Well, now that loading time has gone down a little bit, it won't be as long as it was, because it was definitely not cool. Definitely not cool, the damn load times earlier.
Apparently Mr. Bear will buy you 1 beer.
What? 1 beer? What do I get 1 beer for?
Apparently, only one
when I come to
drink
Singapore.
like a fish.
Ah, come on, Criven. It's only 4 medium pulse on a shitbox mech. Don't worry about it. It's not that overpowered. It's not wrong with having a little bit of a niche floating around every now and again. Alright, looks like these guys are just getting ready, just about. Do you want to maybe go through the fixtures or the positions for some of the leagues, mate? If you've got a couple of seconds to bring that up.
Yeah, mate. So
have a bit of a look, see where we're at, results wise.
League tables. All of these, as well as what the upcoming casts are on MRBCleague.com. So in AP, some would say not a lot of surprise. You've got 228 in first place, having 110 drops and lost none. Clan Crossfire, second place. Lost their one match against 228 so far. This is their second match. Their first week one match having been rescheduled.
Yeah, I'm casting that one
BTC,
in a couple of weeks, so...
Yeah, 1 BTC, no drops won, 5 mechs destroyed, and Bears Brawlers, 5 drops lost and 1 mech destroyed.
Yeah, it's interesting to look at those.
I believe that was against 228.
Yeah, that was 228 last week, and look at 228's mechs after... What is that? Two matches, they've destroyed 80 mechs. That's, yeah, that's sizable. Not bad. Not bad. They're just sorting out what region they're playing. I'm assuming they're going to go with Oceanic. I mean, why wouldn't you? The Perth server's pretty damn good these days.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said in all chat just then, the AP server relocation hadn't been finalised before the season started, so...
Yep. But it is. It's kind of working. Working pretty well for us AP people. It's been... funny to see a lot of people sort of saying, oh, you know, I can't hit things, and my ping's terrible. All these US and EU players that end up on the AU server or the Oceanic server in Stellaris and stuff like that. It's like, guys, we play with that shit every day, man. Like, what are you talking about? Get used to it. We've been playing like this for 5 years. Well, if you've been gaming as long as I have, or other people, could be 10, 15, 20 years, depending on what game you've been playing.
Mate, come on. Now you're just making yourself out like an old man. Like, oh, I used to be a mech warrior like you, and then I took an arrow 4 to the knee.
Oh, dear. Alright, we're getting their other person logging in.
Yep, so we're going to play on AP.
Yep, AP server. That'll be good. Does make hitting a little bit easier, which is not too bad.
I love how live is saying rigged and no giveaways have even started yet.
Yeah, I know, right? You'd think we'd at least give something away, and then call it rigged. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, they've got their 8th logged in. I didn't see who it was, but that's okay. That's cool. Tonnage-wise, we've got 335 on Crossfire's side by the looks. Once they log in, sorry, lock in, I should say.
Here and say that, I'm going to go on a limb here and say at least 1 Stormcrow, probably small pulse, 12 small pulse version.
Yes, definitely. And look like Bears are going to end up with about 320 tons. So 15 tons under Crossfire. It'll be interesting to see where that is. Is it in one mech or is it a couple? Maybe dropping a little bit, a couple of lighter mediums perhaps, or maybe in the lights department.
I don't know, at this point I'm half tempted to start singing Why Are We Waiting?
Yeah. They should be pretty much ready to be locked in. I mean, I'm surely there can't be much more to sort out at the moment. When you've been sitting in the lobby for 20 minutes twiddling your thumbs, you should know.
Mate, for those out there who are just getting into MRBC, starting a drop on time is, you know, good sportsmanship towards your opponents, because, you know, no one wants to be sitting around just waiting for hours, and then they could be spending, especially on a weekend with their families, or, you know, getting drunk. I'm not judging.
Yeah, no judgment required. Pick your poison, do what you want. Alright, looks like we're finally ready. Don't tell me we're ready. Here we go. Yes, so you can drop one man short in MRBC, Dennis. I mean, it will catch up in a minute, but you can drop one mech down, two mechs down. As Di said earlier, it will count for destroyed mechs though if you drop a man down. So, well, you know, you could drop with 6, I guess, but that gives the enemy 2 free kills, which definitely makes it easier to get your 5 kills and also get your bonus. So, yeah, definitely can drop one under. So teams have done it before. Definitely not recommended. I mean, if you want really, really hard mode, then yeah, you could definitely do that. But generally speaking, you would not do that. And you can, but you can add people into your roster up to 2 hours before the match starts, can't you? I think from memory.
1 hour before.
1 hour before. There you go. So, you know, if you do have a little bit of a roster problem, you can always update people and swap that out an hour before. Again, I mean, if you got a match at 5 o'clock or something, you'd want to be on by 4 o'clock anyway, so you'd kind of know if you do need to switch that sort of stuff around. So it looks like the Crossfire guys are waiting now for someone. Okay. Do apologise for the delay here, guys. We will, yeah.
One other thing, just to note as far as starting on time goes, if 256 actually wanted to make a point about this, they could. The expectation is that you will be ready to start drop 1 within 15 minutes of the start time. If you don't start within 30 minutes, then the team that is ready can leave and submit the video to the refs showing that they're all ready to start on time and just claim full points for the drop.
Well, at this stage it's 2:56. We're 10 minutes or 12 minutes late, and then now Crossfire, what's that now? They've had someone else drop or something. Oh, good lord. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Wait and see. We'll get there. We'll get there. And we'll get some drops underway. Have some fun. Talk some shit. Hopefully they whip through the next few drops reasonably efficiently. So, should be okay. They're like, oh, they've run out of things to say. Yeah, we're definitely getting there, guys. Yep. It's, yep, 22 minutes. This is kind of getting really annoying. Not only for me, but also, obviously, our lovely viewers. So, come on, guys. Get your shit together.
Oh, we've got 8 piles back.
Oh, yeah, we're back to 8. That's good. Oh, would you believe it? We've got a bloody drop. Stranger things have happened in the world today. We've actually got a match starting. Heaven forbid, eh? You don't need ping with lerms. Yeah, no, you don't need to worry about ping with lerms with 1000 ping. Definitely not. Okay. We got a Huntsman for Stillwater, SRM6s by 6. Captain Cat and Bushwhacker P1 with 6 SRM4s. Fuzzy with a Mislinks, another Bushwhacker P1, SRM 6 and 4. Yeah, okay, that's an interesting choice. And we've got Knives here with a LBX 20 duals and Cheetah
Dual
business.
urban mix for 256.
Oh, really? Okay, what else have they got over there, mate?
Arctic Cheetah Prime, Mislinks, Huntsman, Bushwhacker, and Blackjack, and of course Mr. Bear and a Kintaro. Colour me surprised.
Right, so we got Matt Mosa up here. It's like almost samosa, just making me hungry. Just sort of doing a little bit of a look-see. Yeah, 256, we're a little strung out here. Oh, but what do we have over here? We have TK and a Hacksaw coming around the back for a little bit of naughty in the rear. Let's see what happens.
What, bit of a bit of a love tap.
Yeah, a little bit of a love tap, all right. And they haven't been spotted yet either. Looking at this, they have not been spotted, so there's no one turning around. But Drop Bear should be able to pick them up on radar if they're in the right spots. No, maybe not. Couple of UAVs up, and everyone just sort of waiting to see what sort of happens right now. So I think Crossfire are actually going to get a little bit caught out here because they got some guys over here, Axor and TK, right over one side, and the rest of the team's on the other side. So if Bears just kept this rotation going, rather than this little sort of conga line thing going that they could have just crashed into those 5 guys over the back there and, well, had their way with them. But now,
weight of numbers is always going to tell. Drop Bear sitting in the back there, I'm not sure how useful that is overall.
Just wait and see what's going to happen here. Fairly certain Bears would, you'd think they'd kind of know where these other guys are, you know, well, at least where they're clumped up anyway.
Oh, they know where they're clumped up. Like, there was medium pulse lasers going from John onto CXF.
Ah, okay.
I didn't do more than scratch, but admittedly, he knew where they were. There we go.
Alright, the Brawler's on. Oh, and Hacksaw's going to come in here. But what do we have? We've got Mr. Bear in the Kintaro sort of pushing through the team, sort of coming around.
XK already down to 76%.
Yep. They need to get on those legs on that Bushwhacker, and so Hacksaw's come in and got that blackjack without him even realising. I thought that was going to happen earlier. You would have seen that on the stream there. We've got Mr. Bear being chased, being legged.
Yep.
EXK as well, should be just about legged by the look of that, but isn't dead yet.
I think they're aiming for torsos on him rather than legs.
Oh, aiming for torsos, okay. I haven't got enough time to click through the mechs. John McFuzzy's leg is gone on that Huntsman, definitely gone. Got Mitts running around and the Mistlings causing all sorts of problems. XK is still alive at 32% here.
Yeah, they're just shooting torsos on him rather than legs.
Yep, okay. Probably easy to aim legs in a fight like this, with mechs being able to twist. And Matt Moses in the back of Blue Saroz at the back here. Didn't quite get that second alpha on him, but one more and he's should be dead.
Oh, jeez. Captain self-destructs.
Oh, Captain did self-destruct indeed. And Matt gets... What was that? Who was that? Sorry, that was Blue down. Fuzzy gets Mitts.
I think the key thing for people looking at the Bushwhacker is the legs don't get the bonus armour that the torsos do. So, by the time you go through the armour tree, you've got the armour of a heavy on that thing.
And what do we have? Damage-wise, very even spread there from... this Team 1, CXF team, no real standouts because everyone's doing pretty damn well. On the 256 side, that's again a lot of torsos there. So Blue with the Irby, 349, 326 for Mitts. Yeah, those guys were sort of taking a little bit more, definitely torsos rather than aim for the legs, and you can kind of see that with that damage there from that Irby. Some of that would have been crits too because he was MGs, but nonetheless. That's how it ended. I'll flick over to...
Yeah, Breaking Wind will be kind of disappointed with that. Only 57 damage after being done from behind. Same with their Seraphim, 14 damage in that Blackjack.
Yeah, those two guys from CXF coming up behind. Who was that, the Blackjack? Yeah, Aza Riffin. They absolutely would not be happy with that. Definitely got caught out from the guys coming behind. Just run over to the map strat. What did we see? Do you want to...
So,
okay.
Very quickly, no surprises here from 256. They moved up to the elevated position and then continued rotating around the top. CXF, for their part, started off by sending the majority of their body round to the back of the Delta line, forcing 256 to actually push onto them. But two of their guys actually went right around the back to get back shots, just to catch them in the pincer. So early problems for 256, not noticing those two mechs in the backfield, and not pushing early enough. When they started putting fire lines on those guys in D5, they should just push straight away then. The two guys wouldn't have been able to get into the back before the fight was mostly concluded. And just for locations they were shooting at. Aiming for the torsos, generally better drops 2 through to 5, but on drop 1 you want to aim legs on those mechs like the Bushwhacker.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the legs. I think the legs of the P1 do get some armor quirks, but again, I mean, it gets up to about 70 points of armor and 30 structure or something around about there. But again, that torso has a lot more, and you've got arms to get around, and you can shield. You know, legs generally being the easier target to sort of pick away. Now, drop number 2. What do we have here? So, drop number 2. We have the Mining Collective, which is when it updates, which it has decided not to do. Just give me a sec there. Resetting the caster control, which is just not happy with me at the moment. Why is that not working?
So Mining Collective is
it's not working
because it allows you to experiment a little bit with range, as opposed to just brawl deathballing, but it also allows for brawl deathballing as well. What you'll see from a lot of teams on heavier drops is they'll take that D3 Cake's position and use that as an Overwatch spot, while on the other side, that spot around the Echo 3, Echo 4 border on the top of the building can be used as well to put fire straight onto Fader. So, Summoners, Night Gears, those sort of mechs going up there.
And you've also got
even
some
Hunchback 2Cs.
Even some spots along that sort of D5 region too. You can put the mech up higher there, or it's along the E5 side as well for the opposing Team 2 force. Also do a little bit of suppression work from the opposite ends.
Well, I mean, what you'll usually see from the Team 2 side, in the high levels at least, is one pilot being sent up to D5 who starts off there initially, like right around that back bit there, gets eyes on, gets a sense for how the engagement's going. If they haven't stacked heavily around Cakes, he'll then jump over to D4 and use those spires to actually be able to peek and poke and just put shots on Fader and stop the cat from advancing. Meantime, the rest of the team will either do a straight line push up Echo 5, or they'll push through with a couple of lights, take Epsilon, and then pop round and grab Gamma. They'll very rarely push through here just because it funnels them into a straight kill zone.
Yeah, right, so it looks like we're getting nearly ready here, I think. So let me try and flick this overlay around to get it working. I can't bring up the damn map stuff. It's getting a bit... might have to restart all this in a second.
Yeah.
I'll have to restart that, but they're nearly ready to drop anyway, so that's not too bad. Looking at the tonnages, Team 1 has 365 tons for Crossfire, and Best Brawlers are actually running at 380 tons at this point, so they're actually heavier on this drop, and a little bit of a sort of a flip around of the same tonnage from last drops, actually. Interesting.
What are you thinking, ATM Night Gears?
Could be, yeah. ATM Night Gears, or you can even do it on the Summoner as well. Not too bad. I mean, obviously the Nike has the better armor, and sorry, the better loadouts weapon-wise, but Summoner being much more maneuverable, so it could be interesting. Or even a Huntsman. Huntsman's another good choice. But actually, there was a couple of Huntsmans in the last drop, so they could be heading towards another one. Yeah, it looks like we're just about ready to hit the drop here, which is good. And after this one, we will do a giveaway of 24-hour premium time. You going to say something there, mate?
Well, I was going to say CXF are at 365, yeah, but we've also only got 6 or 7 pilots in.
I didn't realise that. You are very much correct. So they're either going to... What is the maximum tonnage for this drop? I can't actually think about it off the top of my head.
It's a Sunday, mate. I was out drinking last night. I can't.
I'm not working it out.
Someone on Twitch will do it.
Yeah, someone on Twitch will work it out. It's very, very good at maths and know this stuff off the top of their head. As I sure as hell do not.
Tarragato. Nasty cough there.
Yeah, he's probably already senses his name being mentioned, and in 4.5 minutes he'll just magically appear into the channel and be like, just the numbers. That's it. It'd be no more or less. Be like, that's the numbers. Well, okay, cool, sweet. That's what it is. So, see, just waiting for Crossfire's 8th player to appear in the lobby. I don't know who is missing or whether they're actually changing some pilots around from the previous drop to this drop, rotating some pilots in or out. Not 100% certain, but we will find out. In the meantime, I am going to try and fix this silly overlay control. I don't know why it is not working this evening. A little bit annoying. But what I'll do is just do a quick reset. That should bring up nothing. Okay, right, let's plug all this detail in again. So what have you seen strategy-wise in the EU? Is it very different to the way the US people play the game? There has been some distinct style differences that I've sort of noticed. And there definitely is AP to US, but is European different again?
I think it very much depends on the team, because Eon and JGX are both very heavy control style teams that will use ER larges and to an extent PPCs. You'll see things like Annihilators with ER larges being used for control, like particularly on maps like Crimson, because you can mount 5 ER large on it and just never overheat. Like, you'll just consistently pump out damage, and it's got so much armor that it can control a static point from a distance really, really well. And the Annihilator with ER larges is just not something I've really seen today in the NA, but I admit I haven't watched as many NA casts for season as previous.
Yeah, there hasn't been a hell of a lot of ER. Well, actually, no, there was quite a... No, sorry, I shouldn't say there hasn't been a hell of a lot of ER large. There has been. Quite a bit, actually. But...
Yeah.
Like hunchbacks, things like that.
420.
Yep.
So drops in a 40-tonner, probably an assassin, I'd guess, or a Arctic Wolf.
Yeah, bears are 40 tons under there at 380 still. So interesting. Very interesting choice there. 40 tons light. That's a lot. You know, it's not 20 tons. That is, generally speaking, quite a bit of armor that is not floating around. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the teams to load in. This sometimes can take a couple of seconds, just with load times and
here we go,
and all that stuff. Yeah, here we go.
Dual linebackers, Bushwhacker, that Blackjack free again, Urban Mech, Kintaro, Mislinks and Assassin.
Okay, what do we have on the other side of the map? We've got a Nokia B, Summoner, Bushwhacker, Stormcrow, Hunchback 2C. Not the 2CH, it's the 2C, which is interesting. The E, Huntsman P, and Wolfhound 2. So on the normal Hunchback, we have 2 LBX 20s, being the Ballistic. More SRMs, similar mechs, similar builds actually. What do we got on the Summoner? For EXK, 2 peeps and some small pulse. Nokia, a lot of Dakar.
Early trading with Hacksaw. And an early fight near Fader.
Yep. Let's quickly come over here. So the 256 guys know that Hacksaw is here. They know where he is. If they can get in there and get in there quickly, they could do some damage, but no, they need to get out. So no, Hacksaw's baited, and now the CXF guys are coming in. That Huntsman Cozy Indigo is streaked, so that is not going to end well. And the brawl's on. The brawl is well and truly on here right now. Here come the linebackers coming in. They need to go and sort these streak mechs out.
And Hacksaw goes down early.
Yep, Hacksaw's down. Ditholium's nearly down. Can he stay alive for a little bit longer?
Nope.
Captain Cat is getting hit in the back here now by Mitz while he's chasing Ditholium.
Mr. Bear goes down in that Kintaro.
Mr. Bear in the Kintaro's gone down, yep. So going to Koro over the right-hand side here with Mitz and Blue in the Bushwhacker, and should just about be done. Now, Drop Bear's low on percentages, but not dead. John McFuzzy there getting his back chewed out by Knives. That will be X40. Ooh, yeah. That gonna hurt. That gonna hurt real bad.
See what I mean about early trade not... the early focus fire not lasting.
Yep.
Like, after that first target went down from either side, you saw 3 or 4 different engagements happening.
Yep, and there's a breaking wind over the back there, sort of having a bit of a play with EXK and Stillwater over in the back while the brawl's going on over here. It's not quite been a one-for-one sort of battle, but yeah, the focus fire did break down a little bit. Although Captain Cat he's lost his torsos and against Mitz the Mistlinks over here. Come on, Cozy to go. Come on, get that Huntsman down. No, wrong mech to be shooting, I think. And Ace of Serum's come back over here in the Blackjack to sort of shoot these guys over here. Not sure what that. Not sure what was actually going on there. I'm not sure why or how that happened, but they nearly got there. Some of those mechs there for Crossfire very, very low, 24% and 41%. So, what do we see on the damage numbers side of the equation?
Well, breaking wind, 470 in that Bushwhacker.
Yep.
Mitz and that Mistlink's 503. Those were standouts, really. If you look over on the CXF side, Knives, 549, 2 kills, 4 assists in that Hunchback 2C. 409 damage for Stillwater in that Night Gear.
Definitely some big damage numbers. Breaking wind there,
yeah,
not bad either.
Like, Hacksaw died early, but he managed to bait the whole team into moving into one defined kill box.
Yep, definitely. So we got Mitz there as well. Not too bad. In the Mistlinks 500, doing some good work. Just couldn't get the kills.
Apparently Twitch chat says alcohol poisoning does that to math. As far as us not being bothered to work out what
mate, it's just a Sunday afternoon, that's it.
So HPG Manifold next.
Yeah, well my overlays, well, to be honest, it's stuffed. I'm just trying to flick through it here to get it to work. Yeah, the overlay control is absolutely not working now. So, yeah, shit. Wish I could fix it, but it is not going to come back from the dead at this point, I don't think.
Well, do you want to do the giveaway maybe?
Yeah, we can do the giveaway. Just, you need to be active in the chat, you guys. If you're not active in the chat, you simply will not register. MRBC League. You will not register to get a prize with sort of the way we're doing it. And it is a 24-hour premium time code coming up here. Just let me set it up and take myself out. Doink. And where's the bot? The bot is gone.
Just figured I'd just mention it.
And what's that?
I'll just mention in chat so everyone to make sure they're active.
Yep.
For giveaway.
Yep. Definitely be active in that chat. And here we go. Let's see. 24-hour premium time. Matt Mosa, well done, dude. You have won yourself a 24-hour premium time code. So just shoot me a message in the chat, and we will be good. Oh shit! Did I? Oh shit! I forgot to change it last cast to the live match. Oh, fruitcakes! I did a radio cast. The first time I've done that. Shit!
Because radio cast strikes again.
God damn it. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I've only just realised the chat is now catching up. What a pain in the ass. I normally don't do that. I've never missed it. Shit. First time for everything, I suppose. Oh well, shit happens. Get over it. Yeah, you'll see the map strat. Actually, you want to do that? You want to go through the map strat? Now that we've done the giveaway? And then we can run everyone through what happened.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll just do a screenshot as well showing what the percentages were at the end.
Oh, yep. That works.
So, from the Team 1 side, Hacksaw came from Charlie Lance, pretty much went straight for Kappa, grabbed that, actually no, sorry, Kappa, went down Alpha Lance, went past Gamma, and then went over to Epsilon, baited the whole whole Bears Brawlers team there. Bears sent some mechs over to Epsilon, had others that started off moving around at high ground, through the tunnel and then up onto the reach there. Others that went around before coming up there, and then the whole team wrapped around. The main fight happened straight around Epsilon. No real fighting around Fader other than a very quick bit of an early machine gun trade around here between an Arctic Cheddar and an Urban Mech, both disengaged at 5% health off each. Mechs that went down quickly. Hacksaw went down fast, obviously. At that point, you had guys who were just sitting at the back, like Breaking Wind and that Bushwhacker, really trading with the Night Gear and the Summoner, not doing a whole lot in all honesty. They were spreading damage too well for him. That was pretty much for too long to read, and I've just realised I've almost drawn a penis on your map.
Yeah, almost. Not exactly, but pretty close. Now these guys actually good timing because these guys look like they're just about ready. So we've got 490 tons on Crossfire side, and it's HPG manifold in the third drop here. And I don't think my overlay is going to work because I just think for some reason it has absolutely kicked the bucket tonight. So sorry about this, guys. I'm having all sorts of bloody problems with the stream and. Just, yeah, things are just not working tonight. I don't know what is wrong. I probably need to reload OBS and all that sort of stuff, and you know what, it is just not going to happen. To be terribly honest, it is just not going to happen mid-drop. So we'll just have to tell you what's happening. So HPG manifold, what do we have? The rules for HPG, it is, there's 100-ton commander mech, and you need to use a Atlas, Direwolf, or a King Crab, and the bonus is the destroy the commander and your commander survives to get the bonus for drop 3. So we are now dropping.
Both teams have launched.
Yep, both teams have launched. We are dropping into the match. It is definitely not going to be radio cast this time, so that's good. At least I fixed that part of it, which is yeah, a bit annoying. So anyway. Okay, here we go. Piss that little bar off.
Well, do you want to start off on the CXF side or the Bears?
I'll jump over to CXF side once they sort of once they appear.
Alright, they're coming in.
Okay, so we've got a linebacker. look, I'll see if it's 6. I've got a linebacker, EBJ, Hunchback 2CA, so that's the laser one, Hellbringer, it'll be lasers, I think. Direwolf is a commander, another Hellbringer, Assassin 23, and a Arctic Wolf. So, what do we have on bears?
We have a King Crab for Drop Bear, a Night Gear, Arctic Wolf, another Night Gear, Assassin, Stormcrow, Linebacker, and Summoner.
Interesting. So the Hellbringers are...
early trades on John, straight out of banks.
Yep, Hellbringers are laser vom, generally speaking there, but look at that. 2 Night Gears, what are they? Assuming they're going to be Dakar on the Bears side. Let's have a quick look.
Yep, that's a UAC.
Yep,
King
4
Crab.
AC5s on both. Okay, interesting. So now, what do we see? Are they going to take? Who's going to go underneath and take Theta? Looks like it's going to be 256. They're interested in doing that. With a linebacker and assassin down there, Crossfire, and definitely not going to go under there. That would be bad stuff.
Well, I can't see them really wanting to. Whichever team goes underneath to Theta tends to pin themselves in because they can just be choked when they're coming out.
Oh no, that said, there's a fight on under here. There is a fight going on under here, and that said, look at that, the linebackers have come in from the other side while we were talking. So Shotgun Fist is being chased by the 256s. Nakoro is getting some good little back shots here, but hasn't really converted that.
A Seraphim on 52% in the Night Gear that's on top of Theta.
Oh, okay, so we've got a brawl going on underneath, which is the one I'm watching at the moment. So they're chasing Shotgun away, and haven't quite worked out a kill, and Mitz is in trouble here. Now, Nakoro's right on him, causing definitely some major problems there. You do not want to lose that mech.
About to go down, 44%, he's dead.
Oh, really? Oof.
Yeah, just stood right smack bang in the centre of Theta and just didn't move around the rest of the guys, so no one else could take shots from him. Got
caught out a little bit. Now, if they come out the gate here, this is going to be interesting, right? Because we have a bunch of guys up high. Now, I think Stillwater is actually quite hurt. No, those their torsos are nearly done on Stillwater there, so he's at 75%, but he's quite red. Because he's lost quite a bit already.
Breaking Wind needs to be careful here. He is by himself. He's got no one nearby for support.
I'm not sure he's going to get it, because the Crossfire guys are moving across the centre here now. I think they kind of smell blood and have worked out that John and Breaking Wind are kind of on their own over here. So they can pretty much convert here, get 2 more kills, and that would very much shore up a very, very tidy position for them. And yep, Breaking Wind.
Breaking goes down, and John about to go down too, 52% cord.
Yep, and John goes down as well. Now it kind of comes down to what's going on underneath, which right now is not a hell of a lot because the guys are coming out the other gate. I'm not sure whose UAV.
Trying to get out, he's cord.
Yeah, I'm not sure whose UAV that was. I think it was 256s, and they've sort of taken that out. And that's Mr. Bear is down in the linebacker.
Mr. Bear goes down.
Blue has got to be CT. Well, I was going to say going to be CT cord, and he kind of fell down just before I clicked on him. So that didn't last too long. Shotgun Fist takes out. Sorry, Tholium dies to Captain Cat, not Shotgun Fist. My apologies. And Mitz is still around. Come on, get Shotgun Fist dead. And unluckily, that does not happen. So now, just to round out the caps, need to hit a cap. So that is. Oh, sorry, no, Drop Bear's still alive. Hang on a minute. Where is he?
Go after him.
Oh,
yeah,
they've realised.
Right, Nick.
Right, it worked out where he is. Okay. And they're just going to pounce on him now and sort that out by the look of it. There you go. And that is drop over.
19% on Shotgun Fist.
Yeah, that's some pretty good shielding right there. Very, very good indeed. What do we have on the damage side of the equation?
So, number one, the standout is Captain Cat. 560 damage in that dial. 3 kills, 4 assists. EXK in Hunchback 2C, 470. 1 kill, 5 assists. Pretty good even spread of damage, honestly. Like, people look at Cozen and go, oh, only 115 damage. He was off on the side for half a match, just providing non-stop intel on where people were moving to.
Yep.
I saw him the whole time keeping an eye on Drop Bear, as well as what's his face, Breaking Wind in that Night Gear, just telling everyone where they were moving to.
Mm-hmm. Very important, getting that information. Very, very important.
But for the 256 side, I think it's very telling that Mitz and that Arctic Wolf had top damage at 302.
Yeah, I think that engagement underneath. So I'm just sort of flicking back to the map strat at the moment. That fight around Theta. If they had sort of jumped on him a little bit more, that could have really, really done well.
Look, I think if you're going to go basement, you have to basically do an all-in and just go, well, that's what we're doing. We're just going to push through straight away from the get-go, especially now that you've got that gate from the centre available for both sides. And just stack Alpha and Charlie and just push through straight to Theta straight away. If you're going to go top, you need to take top in force. Sicking one mech right up in the centre platform, another mech on the outside, and another mech on that side, as happened, just meant that CXF could get up into that ridge that is a prime spot for 228 wild ones that they always use, and just put fire straight on. Because that ridge over there is that bridge that gets used as teams do the crossing.
Yep. Yeah, I think they kind of stalled Bears coming out from that Charlie spawn at that gate in what it was, Fox 4, and did take some pretty good early fire from the Crossfire guys, which came all that way from Alpha Lance to get up those ramps and get some good early shots into those guys. So. Everyone keeps telling me you're quiet on the stream, but I don't know how much more I can turn you up, because I think you're fine. It sounds perfectly fine to me, and if it sounds fine to me, it should be fine for the stream. Interesting.
No, mate, it's just my connection, end of the day. Yeah, and this is why I can't primary cast.
Turned you up a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes for the rest of it. But right, what drop do we have next? I will just have to talk everyone through it. So this drop is drop 4, which sees us onto Canyon Network. The rules for drop 4 is 2, 2, 2, and 2. So 2 assaults, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, and 2 assaults. Or as I say, 2 assaults first, so it's 2 lights. Max of any one chassis. 1 duplicate is allowed, and the bonus here is destroy the heavy and the assault mechs. So that is where the bonus sits for drop 4. We'll flick over the map strat maybe, because we've got a little bit of time, and go over what you think we might see here for this one.
Alright, so we're not going to see 256 play a range control strat with the ER larges. So you're unlikely to see mechs going up into the junkyard, spreading out to control your prime ridges there, and there to put large laser fire down with 1 scout up in the junkyard, putting eyes on where the enemy is moving to. But I also don't think you're going to see them try anything disastrous like a Kappa push, because Mr. Bear does think outside the box, but he also knows that Kappa is a very weak point to push because you've got too much of a downward slant there. It's too hard to come back up and actually put shots on. I think you're more likely to see them try for a hard Epsilon brawl push, or to try and push through with jump jet mechs and try and take Theta early. For CXF, I think you're likely to see a classic Charlie Lance push straight across, get onto that bucket hill, and put eyes right across Theta, or right across Epsilon, while the rest of the team moves up, takes that hill, controls. Maybe we'll follow on brawl push that'll wind up finishing around Theta in that spot there.
Perfect. These guys are playing a little bit of a Lancy movie pickery-aroundery, so once Team 1 locks in, then we can lock in Team 2 into their Lancers. At the moment, Crossfire look to be a little bit heavier. Again, which has been a kind of a recurring theme here tonight, actually. They've always had a little bit more tonnage than 256. Not sure that's causing 256 their problems necessarily, but it's always interesting. The Bearcats generally going for a little bit lighter, sometimes a little bit more maneuverable, and just specific loadouts and weapons.
We've been asked by both teams if we're ready.
Yep. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this drop happening.
And then just do the giveaway after this drop, you reckon?
Yeah, so after this drop, what do we have up for grabs? We have a mech bay up for grabs after this drop. And then we've got drop 5, which is all the big boys, all the fun ones. And then 1000 MC after the interview of the two teams. So, loading into Canyon Network and Conquest. So make sure you're active in the chat, guys. Hit us up. Keep the good stuff flowing.
So, your daily reminder. You've got the source set to the match, yeah?
Oh, yep. No, I'm good. Just tidying my little bar thing over here. I'm sure there's a way to disable it, but haven't quite worked it out. So we have, Crossfire side, we got an Annie 2A, Wolfhound, Huntsman Prime, Hunchback 2CA, Summoner, Mad Cats 1, Hellbringer, and Wolfhound. Interesting choice, the Annie there. Loadout that we have on him. What do we got on 56's side?
Dual Mad Cat Mark 2s for 1 and the 2. Mr. Bear and a Golden Boy, Breaking Wind and a Hellbringer, an Urban Mech again with Dilithium, and Blue Saros in a Blackjack 1, along with a Misslings from Mitz.
Okay, now, looks like we have...
Heavy Epsilon push from 256.
Heavy Epsilon push, although they're a little bit slow. So their guys coming around the back of Sigma at the moment. What's that? Their bigger mechs are a little bit behind here. And meanwhile, Bearcav have taken...
Seraphin is about to walk into a very unpleasant situation.
Oh, yep. Yep, he's about to have a bad day. The Crossfire guys have all their big boys here. Yep, they've got their big boys here. Oh, we've got some Lerms coming from Mr. Bear's Kintara over the back there. That will be very, very bloody annoying. So Asian Spectres, Annie coming around the side here. Oh, look at that. Wow, 10% already instantly from that quick peeky poke there. Another 5% from the Lerms, 6-7%. I think he's lost something there, or it's at least open. It's down to 70%, 69%. So, good work there. Lerms actually causing a few problems.
Yeah, but by the same token, Seraphin for CXF on
53. Yeah, true. Was the trade worth it? You'd say so to get the Annie out of the fight, but they need to get them Lerms back on the mechs up high. You know, refocus, cause some more problems. Captain Cat there taking an absolute beatdown now with the Lerms. That's got to be really annoying the shit out of him too. You can see him backing right out there as those Lerms from that Kintaro just pound into his face. But we've got the Wolfhounds coming in the back here, causing a little bit more problems and causing the Bearcav guys to actually turn around. Now, is it the smartest idea or isn't it? Oh, John McFuzzy takes out knives. Oh, John, the good Gauss hit then. Absolutely taking him out. We've got Titholium and what's it, Mitz over here. Bearcav is just a little bit disorganised now. They've kind of got a little bit of an advantage here. They're just not using it because those two lights from...
they just need to push it, pick a direction and push it.
Yeah!
Like, they're way too spread out into two distinct groups.
Yeah, see, now the lights from Crossfire have come in and causing some problems. Oh, the Titholium matches... Yep, cut the cat down. That Nike was alive for quite a while, so it wasn't too bad. They're on the Annie.
Asian Spectre, I think, is about to go.
I think he's gone. The Lerms from the Gintaro.
He takes out, TK87 takes him out.
Oh, it's ATMs on John McFuzzy. Or is it Drop Bear's got ATMs? Sorry. I think Drop Bear's got the ATMs.
It's Drop Bear.
Yep.
Because yeah, I'm looking at John and he doesn't have bunny ears.
Yeah, no, you're right. So TK... Oh, hang on. EX. EX is getting hit. TK is getting hit. Steelwater at 46%. And here we go.
Going to go down next.
Blue Saros and Breaking Wind, they've realised, now here we go, we wanted them to push earlier and they've finally done it. They've realised now they need to go. They're pushing, they're coming at it from all angles here, and I think they're going to get another couple of kills. Is this going to go? It's going to come down to the lights for Crossfire to carry here for the win, but there's no reason why 256 cannot kill off Steelwater.
Self-destruction by Mr. Bear.
Oh no!
Self-destruction by EXK.
Drop bears.
Stillwater.
We've got TK over here. He's got to be caught. Oh, one touch torso. One touch on that torso and TK's done. Just cannot quite connect there.
Yep, got him.
Got him. So drop bear gets him. Now, Blue Soros is chasing the Wolfhound. Now, that's not every day you see a Wolfhound running away from a Blackjack. But Coast Indigo is, I think he's trying to set him up here to sort of lead him away a little bit. Or is Hacksaw...
I agree.
Is Hacksaw open? He must be. Oh, he is. He's open on a torso. That's why. He's trying to be very, very careful here. What's that? The AC2s. And Blue Soros needs to back out. I think he's overextended a little bit too far. He's away from John. Yep. I mean, John's got ER larger, so it's not too bad. Oh, no, don't go to Theta. Please don't go to Theta. And the guys are hitting the... too busy hitting the UAV there than actually killing the mechs. I'd probably be prioritising the mechs there in that instance over the UAV.
Yeah, and look at Breaking Wind having separated in that valley.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was planning on trying to present a tempting target or just minimise his profile since he's at 31%.
I'm just looking at the mechs now for Bear Cav. Now that Breaking Wind is one touch. Drop Bear is pretty much one touch. Jongman Fuzzy isn't. He's still got all these weapons as well. I don't know if he's got any ammo left. But I think what's going to happen here now is the Crossfire Lights are going to run around and play the Cappity Cap game. Hacksaw being open here on a
John's
torso.
got 12 shots left.
12 shots. So,
but both sides also will pop with like any decent focus.
Yep. So Cozy's still fresh as a daisy. So if these guys work together and 256 accidentally spread out too far, these lights could actually essentially come in and bang, 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 drop two mechs very, very quickly. One of those torsos hits, that's all it needs. So it's
I
looking.
think they've just been told at this point, just kite.
Yep, I'd say kite. Make sure we secure the win. Maybe they don't necessarily know the condition that some of the other mechs are in. They probably don't realise that Breaking Wind over here and Drop Bear are literally one touch away. Even if they walked in and 2v2'd, I'd be very, very surprised if the Crossfire Lights did not come out on top, just with the open torsos and that sort of thing on those mechs. But yeah, without some light mechs, 256 are really, really, really struggling now. Really, really going to struggle to get map control.
Like spreading out to try and take the caps, it's too late. Like,
yep.
You need to just try and kill at least one more of those lights and just get the reputation that way.
Yeah. Well, the other issue too is
with a condition you.
All these mechs run around with half a torso.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a few clan mechs running around without torsos. They're not moving particularly fast compared to Wolfhounds. And see this, they're using their, well, I should say a higher or less damaged Wolfhound to do the capping in case some of the other mechs come out and put some fire down. And that's why sort of Hacksaw is hiding very, very smartly because he's the guy that is more damaged.
Yeah, because Breaking is putting a fire down.
Staying out of the firing line, and again, armor sharing, armor rotating. That's what you need to be doing, and that's how you win games. And look, Drop Bear is coming in from behind up here. I'm not sure they've seen him yet, considering that they're looking at Breaking Wind down there. Drop Bear. Oh no, they've seen him. They've seen Drop Bear.
Yeah,
I think.
Seen him. Yep,
I think he's realised too that he's one touch, and they're on him. They're on him. Yep, there we go. See, one touch, one shot, dead. They might go back here to finish off the Hellbringer. Maybe not. It would
I think they will at this point because they know that there's only 2 mechs left on the enemy team.
Yep, it'd be advantageous from a reputation points point of view for them to go and kill all the mechs too, so... Yep, there we go. One left. And where is he? He's up at Theta. These guys are going to work that out, or they're going to go for... the caps secured, or maybe they actually think that he's over at Gamma, considering that's where Breaking Wind's...
they'll see Theta capping now. They've
just
seen Theta.
Oh yeah, he's walked through it. Yep, yeah, Coase has realised he's coming back. He's like, oh yeah, I want that. I want a piece of that tasty, tasty Mad Cat.
And John's got his back move turn, basically. He's twisting a little bit, but he's wasted his opportunity to put shots on.
Yep. He wasn't sure where he was coming from, the Wolfhound, actually, to be honest, either. That, which is not helping. But that Wolfhound will pick him apart.
Leg.
Oh no, it ends on caps before. Right before that one last shot, which I reckon one more shot in the CT would have just about done it.
I agree.
That was a much better showing there from Bearcav. I mean, they didn't push in when they needed to, but they eventually did and nearly secured the win. How about the damage numbers?
Let's see. EXK 591 in that Summoner, 614 for TK87 in that Hellbringer, 533 for Stillwater and the Hunchback 2C. But Annihilator only 152 damage, but almost 400 ping on him. So I'm not sure if he was expecting shots to land. It just didn't. Meantime, Drop Bear 766 damage in that Mad Cat Mark II too. 619 for Mr. Bear and that Kintaro, which, let's be honest here, he's going to be talking about that for weeks. 505 for Mix and the Mislinks.
Yeah, that Kintaro was causing some bloody problems. Tell you what, you'd be getting pretty annoyed with those lerps coming in and absolutely smacking down upon you.
But I mean, even Blue Seros, 369 damage in that Blackjack 1 with the AC2s. So it's not like anyone was really slouching there. Like, that was probably the best drop we've seen, and the scoreline reflected that.
Yep, absolutely. So just flicking back to map strat. Do you want to run us quickly what happened over there, and I will work out our next code for the giveaway before we do into drop 5. So make sure you're active in the chat, everybody. Make sure you're talking, getting in among it, and we'll do a giveaway in a couple of minutes.
No worries, right, so initially we saw Mr. Bear in his Kintaro and a Hellbringer turn around and go back to Sigma, which I think was the wrong move. I think the Hellbringer should have moved up with the rest of the team, and the Golden Boy be the one sitting in the back, especially given also the Kintaro, given he was running Lerms. Meantime, you had a Night Gear move up to that Epsilon corner by himself, with lights moving around to the Epsilon corner. The rest of the team really set themselves up around that middle ground there before committing. Mad Cats took the wide path. That led to the whole push being really disjointed. CXF in the meantime didn't really bother about trading, set themselves up for an approach. One Annihilator walking through the rest of the team around that Delta 5 area. One mech holding back, providing overwatch, while the lights just danced around, did their thing, capped. Really, the lights were the game changer late in the game. But Annihilator being taken out and suppressed really early, forcing them to push back, really didn't help CXF, because they were no doubt gambling on that Annihilator being able to put down enough hurt that it would cause 256 to crumble. Then from there, it was once things went down, you were left with 3 mechs left, Hellbringer, Mad Cats, and the Mad Cats were all basically 1 or 2 touches, which made the decision to have one stay at Fado, one go over to Kappa, or one go over to Gamma all the more puzzling, because CXF could just keep rotating their lights up to take Sigma, then go back over to Epsilon, take out the one mech that had come up from Gamma, take up the other mech that had gone up to Sigma by that point, and then finally go through to Fader and have a little duel off.
I think at that point, once it was the 2 lights, it was very much almost a matter of proceeding. So obviously Crossfire going and getting some caps to 100% ensure that they were going to get that win above all else, and obviously that is the key focus there, being the win, and then obviously just then realising that some of the mechs weren't very, didn't have a lot left, and were all essentially, most of them were one shot dead. So, and yeah, just going in and finishing up. But really, really good game there. A lot of action. There, that Annie getting wrecked early really, really, really hurt them. Going around that corner, and obviously with target delay and skill maze and no radar derp, generally speaking, in comp and stuff like that. The lerms just kept coming in for an extra 4 or 5 seconds after he'd gone back around that corner, and yeah, that really hurt really early, I reckon.
Well, look, I think Cribbin is absolutely right with what he said. You know, the only poking solo against the whole team was never going to end well for him.
No, you had to go together. If you were going to go, you had to go all at once with that, and it could have worked in Crossfire's favour a bit better. But it worked in Bear's favour instead, and all power be to them. They did well. Right, TO giveaway time. Just let me flick over to...
Free shit.
Yeah, free shit time. Let's just load... ooh. Why is that not working? Okie dokie. Doink. Alright, where am I? I'll take myself out there, the bot as well. And where the hell's my damn name? J. Alrighty. Let's see who gets it. We have one McBay up for grabs. Oh, football! There we go, mate. Flick us a message. I mean, do you even play anymore? Is that McBay really going to help you? No, nonetheless, congratulations, my friend. You have, what is it, a McBay coming your way. Okie dokie, drop 5. Where are we? We are on...
Grimplexus.
Grimplexus. Although the overlay is not showing that, so, well, good luck, I suppose. Don't know why it's died tonight. Something disastrous has gone wrong. Nonetheless, drop 5 is 2 lights, no mediums, 2 heavies, and 4 assaults. The big boy tonnage drop for everyone. The bonus here is to destroy all the assault mechs on this drop. So, killing off all those guys will get you that bonus. And yeah, Grim is an interesting map with how it can be played, various bits and pieces. I might flick over to the map strat for that one. And what do you think might happen here from Clan Crossfire on Team 1 and Bears on Team 2?
So, the key thing on Grim is whichever team ignores Kappa completely and effectively treats the map as though this is more or less is the dividing line, wins. You know, basically, ignore all this. It's meaningless. You don't have the speed, even with the lights. If you send your lights off to Kappa, you are effectively taking him out of the fight, and the fight will be decided by the time we get back. Instead, what you see most teams at the top level do is send 2 lights over, one will grab Gamma while the other immediately moves through and grabs Epsilon. The rest of the team aims to move up to generally around this sort of position and control Fader. You know, whether that be in amongst these buildings or in around that Golf 7 line, and just provide Overwatch and control Fader. Then, if the other team overcommits and pushes forward too much...
Oh shit, sorry.
Your lights... That's alright. Your lights will then go up and try and backcap Sigma away from them and get the free cap that way. You don't actually need to take Fader. If you can take it, great, but you're not reliant on it. The classic mistake you see teams from the Team 2 position doing is that they'll push forward and hold around that Echo 5, Echo 6 position like it's a pug match and just take the hills and try and trade from there, which you just can't do. Like, if you sit there static on that position, you're just going to get hammered. You're far better off rotating through and taking that position over there and basically doing the polar opposite. Having one of your lights go through to Sigma, another one go through for Epsi, and then be ready to back cap Gamma away if the enemy team does go too far over the side and doesn't put their own eyes on Gamma.
Right, looks like these guys are just about ready to drop then. Good run through there of what we should expect to happen. And don't forget, after this drop, we have some interviews and then 1000 MC to give away. So make sure you stick around. If you want 1000 MC, very easy way to pick it up. Grim Plexus and Conquest. Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and suspect that we'll see a lot of Dakar.
Yeah, you're probably fairly right. Or a bit of you can do some ERPPC or ER large depending on where and how you want to set up. Still just waiting for the guys to come in. Okay, so we have a Wolfhound, Hellbringer Prime, Madcat 1, sorry, Supernova, Annie 2A, Madcat 1, Linebacker, and Arctic Cheetah on the Crossfire side of the equation. What do we have on 256, mate?
A Raven 3L, a Warhawk, an Urban Mech, again, a Night Gear, a Mauler, a Madcat Mark II 1, Mark II 2, and a Marauder 3R.
Now, Shotgun Fist has got Lerms and ATMs on his Supernova. Interesting.
He's probably been around Shimozu too much.
What?
Shimozu Koga from CXF. He insists on running ATMs on Supernovas all the time.
And the two Madcat ones there sharing a very similar build, being that 2 Gauss, 2R medium, and 2 ER large. And Asian Spectre's back with his Ultra 5 Annie. I think it was Ultra 5s last time. Let's head over to the other side
so
of
I'm just
the
looking
map.
at Mr. Bear.
Yep.
Triple AC2, AMS, and 4 medium pulse.
Interesting build. Alt Lerms on the Warhawk. ATMs on Drop Bear. That Mauler 1R is going to be Lerms. Oh yeah, absolutely he is.
Lerms and light machine guns. And laser AMS. That's going to get toasty.
That is going to get very, very, very warm. And Drop Bear actually got some AMS there as well. That's not necessarily going to be a bad thing.
Codes and Indigo, on the other hand, running streaks and light tag on that linebacker.
Yep, I saw that.
Hacksaw's got direct line of sight on where the entire 256 team are.
Oh wow, they got a lock on him already, really? Oh. Not that Lerm's going to do much to him at that point. So the Raven is sitting right in the back there. I'm not entirely sure that's where the Raven kind of needs to be if he's going to be battle effective. Now, Mr. Bear sorry, is about to go around this corner, and I'm not sure that they know that all the other Crossfire guys are on the opposite side to him. He could be in very, very big trouble very early, and John is in the wrong position. If Crossfire come up over the hill, death will become him.
Well, I mean, looking at that Raven, didn't you say when they were playing against T228 the other day, that was the same problem they had, but the Raven just really wasn't in the fight where it needed to be?
Yeah, the Raven just couldn't get into position. I think mainly 228 had it all sort of locked down, and it's kind of happening again. The Raven is just not able to get into position. And here comes the Annie. Now, if the Annie's going to be out there, it's going to be out there shooting, you need to be helping him. Now, Coase is trying to keep that, he's trying to keep the Annie protected, but the Raven
Mr.
still...
Bear goes down.
I'm not sure the Raven's knocked anything yet. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I missed that fight over there. I'm not surprised that sort of happened, because he didn't look like he was exactly aware of where the other guys were at that point. So we've got a fight here. The Nike is getting hit here, a surfing from Captain Cat in the Madcat 1. We've got some shotgun fists with the Lerms and ATMs doing their thing over the other side too. Blue is pumping out the Lerms there on that Mauler. That's got to be hot by now. And we've got Fuzzy sitting around the back here. Just sending some of those machine guns across the map.
And look, yeah,
not doing a hell of a lot at the moment.
Torn to shreds.
He will, although he's only lost 2%. I mean, not a lot is happening there. I'm not sure that maybe the machine guns aren't even in range. Breaking Wind wasn't even losing any percent then, so could have been out of range possibly. Hacksaw gets down.
Everything goes down.
Yep, gets him down. Oh, they're on.
John down to 35%.
Yep, they sense blood. They sense blood, these Crossfire guys. They know John is weak. They've got a couple of mechs down. Yep, Captain the Cat's got him. Asian Spectre's coming in now with the Annie. He's still at 73%, so that is definitely going to...
Defolium goes down. I think Breaking Wind is down next.
I didn't even see that. Blue's down in the Mauler. I'm not sure if that was XL or that was exceptional. Some CT shots there. Drop Bear down low in the channel. He's done a torso by the look of that, I think.
And yeah, Drop Bear down next.
And Raven's still alive at the
just
end.
Mitts in them.
Raven's still alive there. It is a bit hard to see from this point, are they actually getting narcs on or not? I'm not entirely sure again that the narking was that successful, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, but again...
Well, I don't think it's... I think it's not just a matter of narking. I think it's also the fact that they're so static in their movement that CXF are able to hide behind buildings and the Lerms are just being sent into buildings. Like, you look at those percentages, other than Asian and Hacksaw, no one's really lost massive percentages. Like, Captain's, sure at 62%, but he's still healthy. Stillwater and that Hellbringer is still at 99% health.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That linebacker will sort that Raven out very quickly. Just about sorted. And just a matter of them just catching up to him, and one shot from Shotgun Fist should just about finish that off. Oh. No, maybe he hasn't got any ATMs left. Must be out of ammo, maybe. And there we go. It's all over.
Cozen in that street boat got him.
Yep. So that is 5-0 round out to Clan Crossfire. How do we do on the damage equation?
Captain Cat 571 and that Mad Cat Mark 2-1, 3 kills, 5 assists, 467 for Stillwater, 454 for Hacksaw and that Wolfhound, 437 for Cozen in that streak linebacker. On the 256 side, 442 for Drop Bear. Oof, their Charlie Lance. Defolium 180. No one else managed to get above 70 damage.
Yep. That can hurt. Definitely.
I think that tells the story of the drop, really.
Yep. Alright, do you want to jump over to the MRBC Discord and we'll just finish off the map stuff there, and these guys are going to jump over, do a little quick interview. We're going to redraw the mech bay because Vorpal's kind of got heaps and doesn't really want it, so he's kind enough to donate it back into the into the pool, and we'll go and sort that out. So just let me jump across there. Alrighty. I don't know if that's going to be any louder or...
Now we get to see how the sound is over here.
Oh, you're very quiet over here. I can turn you up a bit though.
User disconnected
that should be okay.
Try disconnect from TeamSpeak and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, you're a bit, little bit breaky up on this on the Discord, but then we already kind of knew that. I'm gonna flick over to the map strat until we get these guys in here.
Yeah, no worries. So I'll just draw if you want to comment through. I think we didn't really have any surprises as far as 256 moving up through to the Echo 6 path and having one light mech try to basically go all the way through the backfield to put shots on and just got held up around the buildings. CXF on the other hand did make that play for Gamma, then for Epsilon or Hacksaw. The rest of the team really just pushed straight through, made it up into the buildings, and just fell back when they needed, then pushed through when they needed.
That pretty much sums that one up, I reckon. What I will do quickly is flick over to the giveaway. Redo this Mech Bay draw. Let me have a quick look. See,
And we've
change
got
that.
the 2 team captains up above as well, so
Yep.
I'll just jump up and let them know.
Yep. Let's just switch that over. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll do the giveaway. Oh yeah, we'll do the Mech Bay now. Give that away. Once it works out what's going on. It's a bit slow. I don't know why that's doing that. Oh, having all sorts of technical issues tonight. There we go. Righto, she's loaded up, good and proper. Moobot. See you later, buddy. Take him out, and got to take me out. I always go past my damn name. And run the Mech Bay. Well, it's your lucky day, Matt. You've now won yourself a Mech Bay. Well done, mate. That's, well, not quite 2 from 2, but nearly 2 from 2. Alright, let's...
Rigged.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have plenty of rigged. Jeez, the chat's going to go absolutely bloody ballistic at this one. Right, let's get these guys in here for a chat.
It's okay.
G'day, guys.
Hello. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Ash, I owe you a beer. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's alright, mate. I can talk a little bit of shit. It's alright. Wasn't too bad, mate. All good. How did you guys feel your matches went there, Mr. Bear?
Well, see, on the fourth match we killed 6. So I told my guys for drop 5 we killed 8 because if you realize the pattern, there was some improvement over the matches.
Yeah, no, that was
And
a
it
good
kinda
drop.
went, but-
That was a good drop. We were watching, and very, very good, mate.
Yeah. It's alright. I was focusing more on kills for drop 5 as opposed to cats. Then I think, well, okay, we actually got narcs off. Yes.
Okay, yep. Actually, you can't tell when
Unlike-
you're viewing is where we are. So it's a bit under. You don't see that Wi-Fi sort of symbol above them, you know. So we don't know if the narcs have gone out or not.
Ah, okay. Because I know when you guys were casting 1 BTC, you were bitching about it.
I'm just not sure if the narcs are
Yeah.
hitting. That's the problem. It's yeah.
We had about 3. I think you can ask the good old cat, but we had I think he had a couple of max that were narked and
Okay.
they were hiding.
Sneaky, huh?
Yeah, when our ECM mech got knocked, it was a bit of a pain, for sure.
Yeah, but not everything went according to plan, but it's okay.
Sorry, Cap, I just want to ask you, are you at least going to buy Bear dinner before you have your way with him like that?
A beer. I guess I'll owe him a beer. Just like he owes Ash a beer.
There's beer credits
Yep.
running around everywhere tonight, aren't there?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's a beer emoji on one of the Discord channels, like a VB.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's on the AP one.
Yeah,
definitely
so
is.
nothing like a good pint of VB.
Yeah.
Yeah, matches today were I'll be honest, we haven't had any practice this whole week because pretty much all my guys got sucked into battle tech.
The whole mech warrior community.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So I was telling Kat, we were trying to organize practice for Friday and Saturday. I got a grand total of about 2 pilots.
What I was saying to Mr. Bear before, what I love about their team is that they have a great time no matter what happens. I mean, their attitude after the game was with 228. I mean, we went through our games with 228 and it was fairly similar results.
Yep.
And we were, you know, the mood was not as good as Bears managed to pull. They have a good time no matter what happens. So I really respect you guys for that.
How did you guys think he went tonight,
Yeah,
Cap?
well,
What was that? Sorry.
How did you guys think he went tonight?
Yeah, I mean, there was some errors and stuff, but I was really proud of my guys for executing the strategies that we'd come up with, doing what I'd asked them to do, and carrying me in that canyon game. I mean, our assaults went down for less than 200 damage, I think, and the lights carried us really, really nicely. So we were cheering them on.
Do you want to
It
run
was
us
a really good
through what was going on during Drop 4? When Bears Boys really gave you guys an absolute solid run for your money right there.
Yeah, so got the Lerms coming in the ATMs, and couldn't get organised enough to push them fast enough, unfortunately, which would have been our usual retaliation on that, and just got smashed. The assaults got smashed, and thankfully our light pilots had the presence of mind to just run and play the cap game, and we had, you know, guys giving them info on where all the damage was, so as soon as they saw a mech they could take it down. So they played that really, really well. It was really fun to watch. But yeah, I thought we'd lost that game at one point.
I thought we were winning that game at one point.
I'll tell you over hate there, Bear, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I suicided in that first round, which is annoying. But yeah, I just was gunning for Kozin to get that last CT shot before the timer ran down, and take that last mech. They didn't quite manage it.
Yep. Good effort.
So close.
Good efforts nonetheless. Well, righto, it's dinner time for some of you guys, maybe, or late afternoon tea. So we'll do the last giveaway, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming along this evening, guys, and playing some matches and having some fun. That's what it's all about.
Thanks for casting, guys, and thank you for your patience or impatience, whatever it turned out to be. And, yeah, we'll try and get I was yelling at our guys, but yeah, apologies.
Ah, that's
Yep,
right.
Ash, I did you.
That's all right.
Thanks
It happens.
very much for shortcasting this one.
It's all right, guys. No worries. I'm doing some more next week, so we'll catch you guys then.
Excellent.
Right, see ya.
See you. All right, let's run through the. What do we have? 1,000 MC now to chuck out there. Let's see who wins that one. Right, it's finally loaded up. It's a bit slow. Everything's a bit slow tonight. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, next time I do Google it, I think I'm just going to use hashtag rigged for the code for it.
Alright, who's going to win the 1,000 MC? There we go. This might be Chris. You have just landed yourself 1,000 MC. Well done, sir. Shoot me a message, and yeah, I'll give you the code for 1,000 MC. Do you want to run over some upcoming matches that we have, Mr. Dye?
Sure thing. So next match that's going to be Shoutcast is going to be tomorrow for AP, tomorrow morning for Sunday for US, which is going to be Davin Strikeforce versus SIG.
That'll be a good
then
one.
On the 30th, we've got Op4 v Stormbringers. On the 1st of May, you're showing up as shoutcasting CrossFit versus 1BTC. And then the Mad Jarl himself is due to be casting Phoenix Legion versus Black Spikes in the 2nd. Though, stay tuned for more news on that one. Following that, we've got Crossfire versus 228 Wild Ones on the 3rd.
I think I'm doing that one too. So, yeah, a few casts coming up in the next week, actually. So make sure you hit the follow button to the MRBC channel, guys. Get that notification via the email. That also helps to let you know when we've got stuff coming up. You got anything to add last, or are we just about done?
No, I think we're just about done, mate.
Beautiful, no worries. Thank you guys for tuning in again for another evening of, morning or lunchtime or whatever, of MRBC League Division A AP. Well done to Clan Crossfire for winning the drops against Bears Brawlers. Thank you very much, Archie, for joining me this evening. And
I'll catch you all later.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm going to start my own stream up, and I'll flick you guys over there if you want to keep talking some shit. And if not, we'll see you all next time for the next casts. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.